A very good morning to all of you, my dear students. Welcome back to the class once again. Now, I have planned one activity for you all with a smiling face. You can see you have to smile by looking at this activity. Let us see what you have to do. And you will have to submit this homework in your next class, that is next week. You will have to approach to a club or a cooperative society or a union or a political party in your locality, or you may go to a club also, and it is written clearly. If in your area there is a club or there is a society, cooperative society or union or a political party in your locality, then please visit with all safety measures by wearing masks, even hand gloves also, masks also, and with your sanitizer also. Visit that political place and ask them and request them to give you a copy of their rule book. You will have to request them to give a copy of the rule book. You will have to say to them that I want to become the member of this particular society. Then please, may I have the rule book, or wherever the rules are written, I want that particular book. So you have to ask that. Get a copy of their rule book. That is, it is often called rules of association. So they will say, no, we don't have rule book. Then you can say that, okay, you might be having rules of association. Then they will say, oh yes, we have. So whatever, you will have to get it, and then you have to, what you have to do next, you will have to read it. What are the rules written in it? Are these rules in accordance with the principles of democracy? That you will have to check whether there are some rules, or are there some rules which is prohibiting someone to enter that particular society or that particular club or that particular union or political party. Whether there are some rules or few rules which are against democracy, you will have to check that, match it or compare it with the principles of democracy. Do they give membership to any person without discrimination or not? You will have to see whether they are discriminating, whether they are saying, no, it is this club is for only the members of high upper class, such as Brahmans, or if it is a Muslim area, then they will say only this club is for only Sayyid only. Sayyid, they are the topmost class. In Muslims, we consider them very top one, and then the pious one also. Like we are having one member in our Goenkan family also, Sayyid Umar sir. So ask them and find out, search out in that particular rules book or the rules of association, whether there is any rule which is prohibiting someone or which is discriminating someone. Then if it is prohibiting someone or discriminating, then it is discrimination. There may be a limitation or restriction according to the age criteria, that we can accept, because in voting also, while giving vote or getting a voter ID card, there is a age criteria also in that. So we can accept that. That is with the democracy. But we will have to search out and find out, compare it, that whether there is any rule which is against democracy, which is against the constitution of our country also. So that is the task, my dear students. You will have to do it, and by the next week you will have to show me, or you can send it in the WhatsApp group also, or even you can send it personally also. Next topic is work of a constitution. What is the work of a constitution? In our previous class, we have discussed about the need of the constitution. Now we will see what the constitution do. What is the work of the constitution? It may be in your examination also, and that is quite easy to understand also. You must know about constitution. Everything you must know about the constitution, because this chapter is about the design of the constitutional design of the constitution only. So you will have to see to it that, and you will have to remember, understand, everything should be in your mind, in a solid way. Let us move ahead. A constitution does many things, just such as point number one, it generates a degree of trust. If there will be any condition or rules and regulation, and if it will be only verbally, then the people will always have a fear in their mind that the other partner might change any time, because the rules and regulations were only verbally. But in the constitution it is written. If those rules and regulations, whatever it is written somewhere, then the people will have trust on each other. No, and the rules and regulations can't be changed because it is not verbal, it is written somewhere, so everyone will have to abide by. So it generates a degree of trust and coordination between the people, which is necessary for different kind of people who are living together. Different kind of people, mind it, different kind of people who are living together. Now this kind of people over here, it doesn't mean that different person from different areas or person from different countries, they are living in the same country, they are living together, but someone is believing or practicing some other religions and someone is other religion. Someone is white, someone is black, someone is from upper caste, someone is from lower caste. Unfortunately, we are having this caste system in India, and that is really great unfortunate for all the human being, you know, that is really should not be done. Everyone should be equal, but we are having unfortunately in our society. So people of different class and caste or races or religions, or on the basis of religion or on the basis of language also, people are all living together. So constitution over here, it will work. How it will work? It will just give or generate a degree of trust and coordination. You will have to just mark out this one, the bold one. These are known as the keywords. While writing in your examination, these keywords will give you a lot of marks. So remember to point out these keywords in your examination. Always try to write your answers in points and write the keywords. What the examiner as an examinee, or the examiner as I am an examiner, I look for the keywords, and when I get those keywords, I just award the marks. Second benefit or work of the constitution is what? It specifies how the government will be constituted, means who will have power to take which decisions, such as we have gone through. There were union lists, you know. So it is there, you might have heard, because the union list, state list, concurrent list, and even there is a residuary list also. So you will know about the type of the power that government is having. Central government, they can take decisions on behalf of you can say defense also, and on behalf of currencies also of the country, they can take decisions. And state government can take decisions regarding the agriculture, regarding the police that they are having in their state. So their powers have been divided, and it is really constituted or written in the constitution of our country that who will have power to take which decisions, means central government, state government, and even local government, or you can say panchayati government also. That is the third tier of government that we are having in our country, that is local government. So which government will have which power to take decisions on which subjects, subjects are also specified in the constitution. That we will read in great detail in class 10, hope. So third work of the constitution is what? It lays down the limits on the powers of the government. That is most important among all over here. The limit should be specified to each government. They should not cross their limits. This constitution also lays down the limit on the powers of the government and tells us what the rights of the citizens are. You can see that is another point that is included in the third point. Constitution tell us also that what are our rights, so that we should not also cross our limit. So it limits not only the government but also the citizen of the country also. So that is the third work, and that is quite important also. Most important, I think, to stay within limit. We should not cross the limit also. And the fourth one, it expresses the aspirations of the people. Now, aspirations, you can say aim, objective, or the goal of the people. It expresses the goal of the people or aim of the people about creating a good society. So these are the rules that have been written above. You can see limits or specifying the power or generating a degree of trust and coordination. This is all for what? For creating a good society. So work of the constitution is over here also, that it is helping us to create a good society by specifying the rules and regulations or the limits or the powers or the degree of trust and coordination among each other, among us. So it is a great work of a constitution over here, that it is helping us to build a good society. So that is all in over here that I have to tell you, I have to discuss with you about the work of a constitution. Hope you all is to understand the work of the constitution. This was really great to know the work of the constitution. Now, making of the Indian constitution, that is a great task over here in front of us. Who will make this Indian constitution? Because India is a quite large country, a very large country, not a quite one, very large country. And more than that, moreover, it is having a large number of people having different means a great number of varieties also, means there is a great diversity in our country also. People of different religion, people of different faith, everyone is living in our country. People of different caste also, people of different belief also, and even people having different type of traditions, cults, customs and culture also. So it is a great task to draft the Indian constitution. It is really a great one, and it is I think it is one of the most difficult tasks also, to unite the people of a big country which is having number of varieties or diversity, which is having great diversity. So it is a great, and as well as it is a difficult task also. Let us see who made it possible, who are the people over here. Let us see. That is written over here: the making of the constitution for a huge and diverse country like India was not an easy affair. What not an easy task to make a constitution which can bind, which can unite all the people of this large country, which is having a huge diversity also, a large population, and even different type of people are living in this country. And the constitution will be, we have seen the work of the constitution. So we will have to draft a constitution such that it unites and all the work of the constitution are visible. So it is not an easy task, my dear students. So we should just praise, and we should congratulate, we should thank to all the people who were involved in drafting the constitution. The country was born through a partition on the basis of religious differences, and the country has been partitioned in 1947 on the basis of religion. So that it was a at least 10 lakh people, you can see at least 10 lakh people were killed on both sides, and that is clearly visible when you will watch a movie known as Gadar. So that is really clearly visible in that movie also, and we can see it is clearly mentioned over here in your NCERT book that around 10 lakh people were killed on both sides of the border in partition related violence, and there was violence everywhere. A lot of men, they have lost their family, father has lost their children have lost their mother and father. So many of them were orphanage also, they lost both father and mother, and really it was really chaos and very undisturbing things was there during this partition time. You can see it is mentioned 10 lakh, around 10 lakh, that I think, but I think there were more lakh of people were killed on both the sides. Really it is very unfortunate, and that was a dark time of our country that I don't want to remember, please. But over here we have to discuss also, the British had left it to the rulers of the princely states. Now there was another, you can see there was another task given to the Indians, because the Britishers have let the choice to the states which were ruled by the princes at that time, prince. So what they have done, they have given the decision, final decision will be taken by the princely states only, whether they want to merge with India or with Pakistan, or they want to remain independent. So they have given the choice to those states which were ruled by prince in those days. So they have given, the Britishers have given the choice, decision, final decision, that they will decide. The princely state, they will decide whether they want to merge with India or Pakistan, or whether they want to remain independent. That was another great thing. And when the constitution was being written, the future of the country did not look as secure as it does today. So we know that we can't write few rules and regulations in one go, means at the same time, in one time. If we will sit for 1 hour, 2 hours, if you will say that I will write all the rules of the constitution at at the same time. No, the rules come and the rules are added and the rules are deleted also as per the situation of the country, as per the prevailing condition of the country. So that is the thing over here, my dear students, that the constitution, when it was written, it was it was not so much secure as it is today. The constitution of our country is very secure to a day nowadays. The makers of the constitution had a lot of worries about the present as well as the future of the country. They were thinking, now it is the present situation of the country, what should be the future of the country, how are we going to grow up, and how are we going to compete in this world where there are few countries who are very advanced, like United States of America, Britain, and there were many countries, my dear, who were very advanced in those days when our constitution was going to be drafted. So the maker of the constitution, the people who were involved, they were having a lot of worries about the present as well as the future. So that is a great thing, my dear students. The path of the constitution is our next topic. Motilal Nehru as well as 8 other Congress leaders, they drafted the constitution way back before independence in 1928. That is quite amazing. If there will be a question in the exam, who drafted the constitution for the first time, then Motilal Nehru and 8 other Congress leaders, their name will come in front. In the year 1928, they have drafted the constitution for the first time. And then in again 1931, the resolution of the Congress party, the resolution of the Karachi session of the Indian National Congress outlined, showed us how independent India constitution should look like. They have also done a great thing in the year 1931 also. They are outlined the people in the Karachi session of Indian National Congress. Next one, both these documents of 1928 and 31 committed to the inclusion of, both of these documents included universal adult franchise, they included right to freedom and equality, and protecting the rights of minorities in the constitution of independent India. And these were some basic rules which were accepted by all leaders before the Constitution Assembly made to plan the constitution. So they were all ready, they were having in this mind, they were having the ideas in the mind that they will have to work on these issues: universal adult franchise, right to freedom and equality, and even to protect the right of the minorities also in the constitution. So outline was framed, but they have just given the direction. This was a direction, they have followed the direction, the people who started making the constitution. That is all in this class, my dear students. Stay at home and stay safe. Take care of you all, and meet me in the next class once again. Bye bye. Take care, all of you. Please subscribe the channel also if you like.